Hello CCS, it is good to be with you here again on the Eagle Express. It has been several weeks since we had our last Eagle Express edition. I am filming this from my new temporary office up front in our building in the conference room. We have begun some renovation projects here at the school for the summer, one of which is to renovate the secondary office area of our building, and so I'm relocated here, and I appreciate your time with me this evening. There are several things that we need to go over together and that I want to share with all of you, and so I ask that you bear with me, as this will be a little bit of a lengthy video, but there's a lot of good information that I think you're going to want to hear. First, the big thing that I want to address at the top is that Coventry Christian Schools is going to be open this fall. I know that we haven't spoke a whole lot up until this point with you about our plans for the fall, and I'm not going to get into all of the details and nuances of what we're working on for the upcoming school year in this video, but it's important for me to share with all of you that this coming fall, CCS will be open, barring some major turn of events between now and then. We are working hard at reviewing the school year that has just ended. We are looking at and reviewing and talking about a lot of different ideas for how we can open our school this coming school year in the safest way possible, with, again, taking a balanced perspective on both the physical safety of our students as well as the mental and emotional safety of our students. There's a lot of things that are being discussed in education that are concerning regarding the restrictions in an effort to keep our kids safe. And so we are trying to take all of that in. We're discussing with health experts and health leaders. We are holding and attending multiple roundtable discussions with other schools and association groups, trying to determine what are the best possible ways that we can operate our school here at CCS during the upcoming school year. The good news is that we think we can do it well. We think that our building, generally speaking, has pretty big classrooms that provide space, and most importantly, we have an incredibly committed faculty and staff. And so, without getting into any details now, I can just tell you that we're going to do it, and we're going to do it well. And we're going to do our very best to keep your kids and my kids safe as we return to Coventry Christian Schools this upcoming school year. We will be holding a webinar in a couple of weeks to talk more about what our plans are starting to look like. Because of the rapid changing environment, things do change, and things have changed significantly over the past few months, and they most likely will again before school starts this upcoming fall. But we are going to hold a webinar in a couple of weeks to share some of our preliminary plans with our CCS families. If you are interested in getting an idea of how Coventry Christian Schools is operating in a safe way, you could go on our website and check out our summer day camp program. Our summer day camp is now in its second full week of operation. We have had dozens of students come back to our campus, and we have published on our website all of our plans and regulations and protocol for operating summer day camp right now. That's not to say that those things are going to be in place in the fall necessarily, but that would give you an idea of what we're doing at the moment to keep our summer day camp students safe this summer. And there's a webinar where we presented those guidelines and took questions from summer day camp families. So you could do that by going to coventrychristian.com and checking out our summer day camp page. But to conclude that thought, we are going to be open this upcoming school year, and we are excited that you're going to be joining us here at CCS. As I mentioned, summer day camp is open. So if you have children under the age of 13, so 12 and under, we offer a full summer day camp program every single day for students in that age range, and our summer day camp is a great opportunity for kids to come for a day, for a week, or for the whole summer. And so we would welcome you to check out our summer day camp program, our calendar, our list of activities. All of the details are available on our website, and so you can check all of that out there. Summer day camp, as I mentioned, has been operating now for a week and a half. In addition, we have summer immersion camps this summer. We are offering, I believe it's 13 different summer immersion camps, and those start in just a couple of weeks from now. And so our first registration deadline is coming up this week. And so if you are interested in summer immersion camps, I would encourage you to get on our website, coventrychristian.com/summer, and check out all of our summer immersion camp options. And those are open for children up through high school age. There are opportunities there. And again, the first registration deadline is this week, so please get online and check out those summer immersion camp options for your kids. The last thing, and the thing I'll take the most time at this evening, talking about, are staff changes. It's time to share with all of you some staff changes. We've already shared a few earlier this spring, but now that the school year has ended, there are a few more announcements that we need to make. And so I'm going to start by going through some staff at CCS that are having a change in their role. They're not necessarily leaving, they're not necessarily new, but they're having a change in their role. The first of those staff members is Mrs. Jane Giza. Jane has been with us now for more than 15 years, and she has most recently been serving as a primarily 6th grade teacher. But Jane is moving into a semi-retirement, if you will, and so she's stepping out of a lead teacher role, and she's going to be helping out Coventry Christian Schools in a part-time capacity as a substitute and as a support staff person. So we want to wish Jane all the best as she begins to transition into retirement, and we're going to certainly miss her in the classroom, but thankfully we won't miss her altogether as she's still going to be a part of the CCS community. The second staff shift to share with you this evening is that Mrs. Julie Fairbaugh, our librarian and humanities teacher, is expecting. And so she is going to be transitioning to a part-time role this upcoming school year. She will be serving as our librarian on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but will be leaving most of her classroom teaching behind as she expects the birth of a new baby this upcoming year. So congratulations, Julie, on that exciting announcement. Nicole Stoltzfus, who is a secondary teacher with us, she is returning from maternity leave, and she'll be coming back to CCS in the fall as a part-time teacher. And so we're excited for her and for her husband as they welcomed Owen into the world recently. And so that's good news that Nicole is coming back in a part-time capacity. The next teacher that's going through a little bit of a shift is Mrs. Tana Connolly. Tana has been working with us for the past few years in a part-time capacity, and she is going to be taking on a full-time role during the upcoming school year, where she will be overseeing our entire grammar and writing program. As many of you know, she's already been working teaching grammar and writing in our elementary, and she will be expanding her role to now include the 6th and 7th grade writing courses this upcoming school year. The next teacher change is Miss Amy Harris has now become Mrs. Amy Harnish, and so we want to congratulate Amy on her wedding. And she has been teaching with us this past year as a 5th grade teacher, and for the upcoming school year, she will be transitioning to a 6th grade teaching role. And so she will be still instructing many of those 5th graders who came to know and love and appreciate Miss Harris, who is now Mrs. Harnish, for the upcoming school year. The next teacher going through a little bit of a shift is Mrs. Lexi Cambick. Lexi has been serving as a long-term substitute for us the past few months, where she has been filling in for Nicole Stoltzfus in our secondary humanities program, and Lexi has accepted a full-time position with us this upcoming school year. So we're excited to have Lexi continuing with us this fall. And then the last transition that I need to share with you tonight is regarding Mr. David Smith. Dave has been serving as an assistant to the headmaster this past year, as well as a part-time teacher, and Dave has been promoted now to secondary dean for the upcoming school year. So Dave, we are excited to have you move into this position and to really take over as the lead person in our secondary program. And so it's great to have Dave on board, and we're looking forward to him continuing with us in the fall in an expanded way as our secondary dean. So congratulations to Mr. Smith. So now I'd like to take a moment and introduce you to a new staff member that has come on board with CCS. Miss Catherine Medill has been hired as our Latin and Humanities teacher, and so Catherine is going to be joining the Coventry Christian faculty for the upcoming school year, and we are incredibly excited to have her coming on board. Catherine holds a bachelor's degree in Biblical Languages and Linguistics from Geneva College. She holds a master's degree in linguistics from Indiana University, and next week she will be defending her dissertation at Johns Hopkins University in the area of Hebrew Bible and ancient Middle Eastern studies. And so Catherine has an incredible wealth of knowledge around language and is very familiar with Latin as part of that. And she will also be bringing her wealth of knowledge around ancient history and literature to our school. And so we're just thrilled to have her coming on board with us. Catherine has been teaching in the secondary and university levels for the past 8 years, and so she's a veteran educator, and we are just thrilled to have her coming on board with us for the upcoming school year. So please join with me in welcoming Miss Catherine Medill. Unfortunately, I do have the sad job of sharing with you a few staff who are not returning to CCS the upcoming school year. And so these faculty and staff have really done a tremendous amount for our students and our families over the past several years, in some cases over the past many years, and we're sad to see them go, but we wish them the best in their new endeavors. And so the first of the staff that is not returning to CCS is Mrs. Katie Scott. Katie was teaching first grade with us this past school year, and so we wish her the best in her new endeavors. The second teacher that is not returning is Mr. Scott Greening. Scott has been serving as a part-time teacher the past 3 years with us in our secondary program, and he is moving into a full-time pastoral job with his church. He has been part-time there and part-time at CCS, and he's now getting to go full-time. So we are happy for Scott, but we will miss him in the classroom. The next person that's not returning is Mr. Chip Minto. Chip has served as our athletic director the past few years, and we are sad to see him go, but we wish him the best, and he's not really going far. The Minto kids will still be here, and so Chip, I'm sure, will still be an active participant at Coventry Christian Schools, just not in the role of athletic director. Replacing Chip is Mr. Mike Benke. Mike has accepted the role of athletic director, and Mike holds a number of degrees, one of which is a Master's of Divinity. He has served as a missionary and has a significant amount of experience in the area of sports and athletics in both soccer and basketball, which are two of our biggest sports. And we got to know Mike a little bit this past year as he served as the assistant high school girls basketball coach. But he's taking on an expanded role the upcoming year when he will be serving as our new athletic director. So we want to welcome Mr. Mike Benke. Next, Miss Caroline Smith is not returning. Caroline also is expecting a new baby this upcoming fall, and so we want to wish Caroline and her husband the best. Caroline will not be returning to the classroom this fall with us because of that pregnancy and expected delivery, but she is going to continue being part of CCS as she looks forward to continuing her individual piano instruction. So we're excited for Caroline and the joy of a new child joining their family, and we look forward to having her still be part of CCS as a piano instructor. Next, my wife is not going to be returning this fall. Kristen Niles has taught for CCS on and off the past 9 years as a secondary history instructor. And as you might know, we are expecting a new baby as well. So the baby bug has hit CCS pretty hard here. But we are expecting and excited about that. But as a result, Kristen will not be teaching at CCS during the upcoming school year. The last change that I need to share with you this evening is Mrs. Melissa Galax. Melissa Galax is not going to be returning to CCS this fall. And Melissa has been the central hub of our school for a long time. And we are really going to miss her. She has been an employee of Coventry Christian Schools for 22 years and has served as our front office manager now for more than a decade. And so we are going to miss Melissa and all of the incredible knowledge and content and compassion and skill, and the list can go on and on and on about all of the incredible things that Melissa brought to our school community. I'm so thrilled that we were able to honor Melissa and Art, her husband, with our Founders Award last fall. We did not know that this was her last year at the time, but it's always good when you get to honor people with the highest award that our school can give, our Founders Award, before they leave. And so we are just really sad to see Melissa go. She has been a good friend of mine, and she has provided immense blessing to our school community over a long period of time. Melissa was not looking to leave, but was presented with an awesome opportunity. And when she came and met with me, I said, "Boy, Melissa, I would love to try to talk you out of this, but I just can't try to do it because this is a really good opportunity for you." And so we're going to miss her, but we are looking forward to having her still be part of our school. Melissa's grandson is enrolled. Archer is enrolled here at CCS, and so she's not going far. She will still be a treasured member of the CCS community, but we are going to miss her. And so it is the good side of this announcement is that Mrs. Priscilla Miro has accepted a promotion to our front office manager. And so over the past 6 weeks or so, Priscilla and Melissa have been working together to get Priscilla ready and trained up to take on the front office role. And so Melissa will be finishing out the rest of this month here of June with us, but then she will be moving on to her new position. And so we wish her well, and we just want to take a moment and thank Melissa Galax for all the incredible ways that you've blessed us. And what I want to do now is I really want to ask that all of our CCS families consider joining us on Saturday, July 11th. We obviously did not get to hold our PTO auction this spring as we had intended, but we are expecting and planning that Montgomery County will be in the green zone by July. And so with that anticipation, we are planning to hold a big event outside, socially distanced, lots of space, at the Saratoga Swim Club on Saturday, July 11th from 5 to 9 p.m. That event is going to be a combination of our PTO auction, our end-of-year celebration day, and teacher appreciation. It'll give us an opportunity to thank our staff who are moving on, who will not be returning. It will be an opportunity to celebrate the accomplishments of our students and all of our faculty here at Coventry Christian Schools, and just have some time together. The event on Saturday, July 11th at the Saratoga Swim Club, there is no fee for it, so it is open to all CCS families. The pool will be open, the tents and pavilions will be ready to go, dinner will be served by our PTO. We are asking that families consider making a free will offering to help us cover the cost of food, and any proceeds we get will be used by our PTO to bless our students this upcoming school year. But we are looking forward to being able to have that big event. If you're able to be here, we would love to have you with us, so please consider joining us on Saturday, July 11th. That's all I've got for tonight. I want to thank you again for bearing with me in this Eagle Express, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. So thank you so much, and God bless you.